Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream. Today we are here at Buenos Aires in Argentina, and we have the 787 already here at the gate and preparing everything for the flight to Santiago de Chile. So we can see the ground power is already connected, the jetway is attached, and by the way, this is, you can see it on the rack, this is the standard Boeing 787-10 from Asobo, and also the standard scenery here from Buenos Aires, SAEZ. Yeah, today I'm flying into Santiago, which I wanted to do a lot of times already, but I've never had the time for it, or I forgot about it, or whatever. And yeah, today finally is the day where we're gonna fly the short hop from KLM 701 from Amsterdam via Buenos Aires to Santiago. So let's jump right into the aircraft. We have, of course, no ATC. Although not here on the ground, we have ATC when we are in the sky. At least for now they are online, so I hope the center stays online. So I turn on the batteries, turn on the external power here, so that everything is up and running. Systems are there, very good. And check the IRS, set to nav. Emergency lights are not clickable, so we cannot use them or test them or whatever. Hi David, welcome to the stream. Yeah, and see you in 15 minutes. I think that we will be still on the ground then. So, for now, let's see. Yeah, I have the shortcuts. Wonderful. Okay, so position report. Set in this GPS position, and then we depart Buenos Aires, and our destination is Santiago de Chile. Flight number today is KLM 701. And let's see the weather. 300 at 9, okay. Let's see if this is working. Load from SimBrief. And it is finally working. Wonderful. You don't have to type that in manually, as we had to do before. So we can see now runway 11 planned for departure. We have everything set in here, so I activate it already, and then I go to the payload manager. So let me check the weights page here. Fuel on board is 20 tons. This is okay, this is already set as well, and the payload manager is 38.5. That's set in as well. That's perfect. So requested values and active values. So we just click execute, and then you can see this is running. Interesting, the remaining payload is in pounds, while everything else is is set in kilograms. Okay, so before I forget it, I need to start my passenger program called PAX before I forget that. Where is it? PAX, there we go. Let me quickly set up the flight. So flight time, it says 2 hours and 8. So I make it to 2 hours and 12, or make it 13. I like to have 5 minutes more. And time until takeoff would be 34 minutes. 787/10. That's correct. Play KLM boarding music and KLM safety video. Let's see if this is working. Passengers are getting snacks and drinks as well as meals. No, we don't need meals. And we can start the flight. Okay, so window heat is on. Is this? Yeah, this is working. Okay, but window heat is not working, so this is on every time, but that's no problem. Local lights and navigation lights will be turned on as well. We can see, we cannot see it. Well, it's almost not visible, but the navigation lights are on. So this is done, and then I can double check the routing here. So for the departure, we will have runway 11, the Torul 1 departure, Azada transition, and check the legs page to Azada. Continues here to GPI, Lolas, okay, that's fine. Check the pages here. Azada, Uniform Whiskey 682 GPI, Ancon, Erolo, and from Erolo we will fly the Erolo 1 Delta into Santiago's runways 17 left or right. Planned on the Simbri flight plan here is runway 17 right. So we keep that as it is. Zero fuel weight should be correct. Let's see. Okay, 135, 165, 170. Yeah, okay. Reserves. Let me see if this is correct. We have final reserve and alternate fuel of 5,200, 7,200. So the reserves actually should be 7,200. Cruise CG, I don't know, that's planned in from the flight plane cost index 160, that's very high. Not sure if this is normal for KLM. And the cruising flight level is 380. We have no step climbs. We will directly climb up to flight level 380. For the departure, yeah, that's okay, 10% less than climb 1, that's okay. We're fairly light today, so we can also depart with a flaps 5 departure. And then set the V1, VR, V2. I don't have a C, or actually takeoff data request. Oh, it's not clickable. Cruise CG is 20. I'm not sure if this is correct. CG trim is empty anyway. Okay, then we just leave it as it is, and use a toga departure. Hi Trophy, welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is already set. I will now type in the arrival here for ILS Tango 17 left, or 17 right. Let's quickly check the charts list here. I think we're choosing 17. I see. Okay, 17 right it is. ILS ILS Tango 17 left. I just checked the ATIS. Yeah, no problem, Profi. See you later. Expect honest. Arnav Tango runway 17 right. Okay, okay. Arnav Tango 17 right. Erolo 1 Delta arrival. And I think let's see. I think we are going the what is it, WAFPO transition. Let's check where this is. Okay, WAFPO is down there. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. The WAFPO transition. Okay. Well, we will have, for now, we will have controllers anyway, so they will tell us what to do. But just so we have it, IRS is now aligned as well. Fixed page is not working, unfortunately. Nav radio page is working. And let me check the departure charts here. Total 1 departure. So, okay, so here we go. So what we will do is, first of all, we're here at the gate and we will depart runway 11 here. So we will make a pushback face to the southwest and taxi here via apron and Foxtrot to runway 11. And then we will depart on the Toro 1 departure. That means we fly onto Echo Zulu Echo 12, which is 4 DME Izeza on the radial of 126. So this is an important information here, because what we can do is we type that in already into the VOR frequency. So 116.5 as the VOR frequency here, and we have a course of 126. So after the departure we will turn right onto the radial of 126 until we pass 4 DME. Then we will continue and fly on the DME 10 arc to Delta 183 Juliet, which is 10 DME and on a radial of 183. So we can tune that in onto the second VOR 183, just in case we have a problem with the FMC. And from there we continue on a heading of 274 degrees to DME 18.6 of a radial of 241. You can see that here. And from there we will fly heading 241 on this radial and until we reach Toro at a DME distance of 55. We can cross-check this with Golf Bravo Echo NDB or VOR. Once these cut each other, we reach Toro, but I think and I hope that the FMC keeps working. So, and after that I will Toro 1 Azara transition. We will fly from Toro, which is here. You can see set Toro direct to Azara. We don't even fly to Toro. That's indeed a little weird. Normally okay, so anyway, we'll fly the Toro 1 Delta, and I just have to check here. This is a 24, that's correct, and this is a 15. That's here. Yeah, okay. Runway 11 after takeoff, turn right to intercept the radial, then follow arc to the right to intercept PTA, stuff like that. Azara transition. Continue on PTA radial 274 to Azara. So basically, after Echo Zulu Echo 24, we do not turn left on a heading of 241, but we continue on 274 to Azara, which then is 55 miles away from Ezeiza VOR, and also on a 313 radial of Golf Bravo Echo. So this is our departure route. We then continue westbound to Erolo. We're coming in from the south into Santiago de Chile via the Erol Arnaf, yeah, via the Erol 1 Delta, I think it was, and then we continue here to what is it, Vovpo, and then we do this turn here and fly onto the airport. Well, we will of course have a look on that later. So for now, let's check the cabin, how long the boarding will take.
Hey, can we get our boarding status?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
And it takes another 28 minutes. That's interesting because we have an expected departure time of 22 minutes. So that's a little bit longer than expected. Okay, so we can also turn on the flight directors here. The initial climb for the Toro departure is, according to the charts, well, it says initial climb, but there is no climb, no altitude. There's also no noise abatement. Climb with V2 plus 10 to 20 knots to 1000. Okay, and then until 3000. Okay. But still, there is no initial altitude. That's a little bit weird. Anyway, I will then tune in flight level 380 directly. We double check with the departure here. 163 is our V2 plus 10 to 20 knots. That makes it 183. Or between 173 and 183. So let's take 178 here. And we can turn in a heading of 126. I should have turned into the other direction, but anyway. Six. And actually, you know what? I stop PAX and reopen it, because to be honest, I don't want to wait for like 38 minutes. So I'll make it boarding and deboarding time, make it short. Start flight. Departure in 20 minutes. And now we go. Make a quick check here.
How much longer do we have on our boarding process?
We're still boarding. Let us know.
Still 18 minutes left, but anyway. We will then be late a little bit, but just give the information that's due to the boarding process. It took us a little bit longer. We can also stop the clock here. And then we can tune in here 122.8. Oh yeah, of course, 122.800, and turn that active. We're now on the Unicom frequency. Transponder set 2000. So this is set as well. QNH is 1014. We can, of course, set that as well. 1014 is set once and set twice. Is this changeable? No, this keeps in hectopascal. Can delete the door warning here. And let's double check if the fuel information is correct. Hi, welcome back, David. And the fuel information is correct, so we have set 10 tons here and 10 tons here, makes an overall of 20. So this is balanced. Is the checklist working? No, it's not. Okay. Just thought maybe it's working. Let's see, do I have no Ving views installed. Can I go into the cabin? I don't think so. No. Open the cabin door. Is that... Where even is the cabin door? Oh, there it is. I was too far already. Okay, no, it's not clickable. We cannot go outside like that. Okay, and this is also something I really do not understand. Like, I mean, you cannot see anything, right? This is... I mean... Is this... No, it's not even movable. So basically, you cannot see anything. You have to get really close to it until you can see everything. Well, okay, I just saw that maybe I was a little bit too far behind. Let me have a look here. So, like, the head maybe here, maybe here. If I have the hat over here. Okay, that looks better. Okay, I feel a little bit weird. I feel like I'm sitting too close. But apparently to check this I have to sit like that. It's a little bit weird though. So maybe if I zoom out a little bit more. So maybe like this. I don't know, David. I think it was yesterday evening, but I don't know. Maybe it was tonight or this morning. I don't check that very often, so to be honest, I don't really know when it was. We can set the auto brakes to RTO already. Well, let's do that when we are pushed back, just because I don't want the auto brake to kick in when we are pushing back. There's another aircraft here, 737-700, I think. Or maybe an 800 as well. It's really unfortunate that I didn't set any wing views here. We have some... I think we have some wing views here in the... Well... Or maybe not. Also, there was just one flight I did with the 787 before this flight today. There just one flight I did before, so I'm not really used to the aircraft, but that will make it more interesting, of course. Yeah, and the KLM 787 is indeed flying from Buenos Aires to Santiago. They are flying different South America routes. For example, they are also flying Buenos Aires to Montevideo, or Montevideo to Buenos Aires. I don't know the correct routing, which direction is first. But I think they just have not enough passengers to provide a flight from Amsterdam directly to Montevideo or Santiago, so they combine it with the with Buenos Aires.
If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know. That way you can leave. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once you depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
What I don't understand is that I have the passenger announcement and there is still 8 minutes left for the boarding. Fifth Freedom Flight, okay. Okay, yeah, don't worry. It's good to know. We have still 4 minutes left. Let's double check if we have any controller online, but we have not. So we need to get off directly once the boarding is completed. So we'll now start the APU. just so that the APU is started once boarding is completed. Then we will disconnect the jetway and push back directly. Now we can hear the APU working. I don't know where the display of the APU is. That's a little bit weird. No. No. Here, APU rounds per minute, okay. Yeah, the KLM, I think I don't really like that here. It's the standard KLM livery for the standard Boeing 787. I thought I have downloaded another one, but apparently I haven't. So this is just a normal one, and I don't like that either. So beacon lights on. We can disconnect the ground power unit, and about 1 minute left for the departure, for the boarding process, I mean. And we can pre-plan our pushback already, so that we can directly call for pushback once the boarding is completed.
We're on your time now.
I don't even know where the pushback line is here, so just take the normal street here. If cars always drive on my taxiway, then I can go on the car lanes here. Well, should be the correct one. I'm not sure though.
Cockpit to ground.
So request a pushback.
This is ground. Stand by.
Okay, the bridge is. Oh yeah, okay. I was just about to say bridge could be connecting automatically.
Aboard flight 701. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours.
Flight time is 2 hours and 8 minutes, and passengers we have 332, I think.
If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
So external power is disconnected, APU is running. We can now turn on all the fuel pumps. Well, don't need the center. Don't need the center tanks, as there is no fuel in.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
And I have to check. Yeah, but this looks good. Okay.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
As there's a ground, there's a traffic. This is KLM 701. We're pushing back at gate. Oh well, I don't know, but we're the only 787 here on the ground. Expecting runway 11 for departure. So, and we can then check that everything is set. Packs are auto and not clickable anyway. And start engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board of this flight. While we are in the middle of this authentic Royal Delft pottery, we would like to explain the safety information on board of your KLM flight through the fine art of Delft blue. Please pay attention to every detail. For your safety, make sure your carry-on luggage is stowed during taxi, takeoff and landing. Small electronic devices
Why are
may
the
be used
engine-
at
oh.
all times when set in airplane mode and secured in your hand or pocket. If you lose your electronic device in
Okay,
your seat,
engine number 2 is now
please do not
starting.
adjust your seat and call a crew member. Large Larger devices
Yeah, that's
such
true.
as laptops
They always
should
have
be
a...
stowed during taxi, takeoff and landing, either in an overhead bin or in a bag under the seat in front of you. Once the fasten seatbelt sign is off, you may use these devices when set to airplane mode. This is a non-smoking flight. This means smoking on board the aircraft is not allowed. This includes the use of electronic cigarettes.
It's so quiet.
For your own safety, keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during the flight, even when the seatbelt sign is switched off. To release the seatbelt, just lift the buckle. If there's a sudden decrease in cabin pressure,
Starting engine number
your
1.
oxygen mask will drop automatically in front of you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Make sure your own mask is well adjusted before helping others. Should we have to evacuate the aircraft over water, there's a life vest located under your seat or under the center armrest. Open the bag and remove the vest. Place it over your head and pull the strap tightly around your waist. When you're outside the aircraft, inflate your life vest by pulling the red tag.
And engine number
The
1
life
is
vest
running
can
up
be
as well.
refilled using the mouthpiece.
You can almost hear nothing.
Contact with exits are located on each side of the cabin, at the front, in the center, and at the rear. In the unlikely event of an emergency evacuation, follow the illuminated escape path to the nearest exit.
Startup is complete.
Leave all your carry-on
LNAV
luggage behind
activated.
and follow the instructions of the crew.
Cleared to disconnect.
Please take a moment now to locate
Auto
the
brakes
nearest
RTO.
emergency
Holding
exit.
position waiting.
Be aware
Flight
the
controls
exits may
check.
be behind you.
Full up,
It's almost
full
time for
down,
the final
neutral,
cabin check. Please
full
make
left,
sure that your tray
full
table
right,
and video screen
neutral.
have been stowed away, that the back of your seat is in the upright position, and that your headrest has been pushed out.
flaps.
We encourage everyone to read the safety on board card located near your seat.
Set 5.
At KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, we care about every little detail of your flight safety. If you have any questions, our cabin crew is here to help you. Thank you for your attention. On behalf of KLM Royal Dutch Airlines, we wish you a very pleasant flight.
And we start the taxi. And we also start the clock. This is a traffic KLM 701 starting now the taxi towards runway 11 via Foxtrot. So I'm really excited to know how this aircraft behaves now. Last time I flew it, it felt very light. So as if there is no real weight in the aircraft. So it was kind of weird to fly it. But there was an update since, and let's see. I hope it's different now. And the center controller seems to be offline. There's just an info controller online. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Sudamerica. Sur. Argentina, Paraguay and Uruguay above flight level 245. Estimated log-off time 22 Zulu, so he keeps online for another 4 hours. I didn't overrun yesterday as well. It was close, but I didn't overrun. To be honest, I have no idea why it was closed yesterday, because I did the takeoff calculation according to the runway. And I don't think that these trees and bushes are here in the real world as well, because you can see the 787
Cabin is secure.
is really, well, there's not much space left to either side. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of Sky Team and KLM, as well as my co-pilot and the entire crew, I would like to welcome you aboard this KLM flight today from Buenos Aires to Santiago de Chile. We are departing in about 2 minutes, and we will have a delay of let's say 5 minutes for now, but we are looking forward to catch back up once we are airborne. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you very much. Cabin crew, seats for departure, please. Okay, this didn't work.
Welcome on board our flight. We'll be departing soon, and we're aiming for a smooth flight. Thanks for flying, and we'll keep you informed of any changes as they happen.
So there was a problem with the Microsoft.NET framework. That's why my own announcement wasn't delivered. I always struggle to find the squad mode Charlie button here. Here it is. This is a traffic. KLM 701 is lining up and taking off runway 11. This is a traffic. Yeah, the engine thrust, well, was set and then suddenly felt back again, fall back again. I don't know why, to be honest.
Approaching.
But well, there was so much space left, so less space left, that there was something else going on, I think. Auto throttle arm.
On runway 11.
So everything is set. There is no toga button here. There's just the auto throttle disengage button. So we do that manual. Toga thrust. And we already reached V1 in a few seconds. There we go. And rotate. Whoa, it's still fairly light here again. It's really light again. Positive rate, gear up. And we turn right. It's still fairly light here. That's really weird. Really, really weird. It flies like, I don't know, like a Cessna or something. It's totally weird here. Totally weird. Okay, the bank is okay. It feels like a heavy. But it's... the ailerons are, well, that's really weird. That's really weird to fly here. Well, okay, yeah, we have almost no fuel on board, but yeah, but still, it's really weird to fly here. Really, really weird. well, we engage the autopilot now and let the aircraft fly it. Flaps 2. And flaps up. And you hear no engine sound at all, so something is really weird here at the aircraft. It's it is a nice aircraft, but it's a little weird. It's a little weird here indeed. Terrain radar seems to be not working. Let's see if weather radar is working. Actually, weather radar should be working as this is an Asobo aircraft. And where do I have my VOR information? There we go, VOR left. VOR right, okay. Yeah, that's right, but actually the standard aircrafts in Flight Simulator 2020 are indeed really good. I mean, they are still standard aircrafts, but for that they are really good. So passenger signs off. Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, I would like to inform you that we just have turned off the seatbelt sign, so you're now free to move around the cabin. The cabin crew will start its service once we're close to cruising flight level, which will be flight level 380 today. That's about 12 kilometers. And yeah, we wish you a pleasant flight. I will talk to you later again shortly before we start our descent with weather information about the destination. Thank you. Okay. I would like to inform you that we just have turned off the seatbelt sign, so you're now free to move around the cabin. The cabin crew will start its service once we're close to cruising flight level, which will be... So we have no top of climb and also no top of descent, so we have to take care about that. We can, for that information, we can double check with our flight plan. I just have to clean up my desk here a little bit. Give me a second. So, and I'm back. Okay, everything looks fine except we, of course, crossed the standard altitude. So we can set that to standard. Okay, so let's see. 134.7, we have to contact him now. 134.70. But I think I'll continue waiting until he sends me a... I'm not sure. He's so quiet.
Continúe descenso de descripción y único 22.8, buen vuelo hasta la vuelta. 22.8, continuamos descenso de descripción hasta la vuelta, gracias por el control.
This is a control. Hello, this is KLM 701. We are passing now flight level 274 for 380.
KLM 701, please squawk 2677, sorry, 2677.
Squawking 2677, KLM 701. Uh, 2677 set. And let's just press the ident button. He didn't ask for it, but I will do it anyway.
KLM 701, identified. Stop your climb on flight level 340 due to traffic.
Stop the climb flight level 340, KLM 701. So we have to stop the climb at flight level 340 due to other traffic. Very good. Very good from the controller here. How was my day? Well, my day was quite okay, a little bit stressful. There was a lot of stuff going on at work, but yeah, overall it was quite okay. And how about yours, David? I'm curious if I can see the other traffic on the TCAS here. Yeah, that's true. If you're on vacation, then most of the times are relaxed. There's the traffic, by the way, down here. Passing behind us somewhere. Speed transition is 283 at 10,000. That's of course not correct.
701, continue climbing, flight level 380.
Continue climb, flight level 380, KLM 701.
That is correct, traffic no longer.
Thank you. Yeah, I cannot change that, so we need to keep it. Yeah, I really like the 787. The problem is that I like the 737, the 787 as well as the 777 a lot, and also the 747, and that's a why is right engine anti-ice on? And that's a big problem because all the aircraft I like are long haulers, and I cannot fly any long haul flights because first of all my simulator crashes, and secondly you need time for that. So that's really a pity here.
Luna 2011, continúe descenso de acreción y único, 28, buen aterrizaje.
011, continuamos 8, muchas gracias, Waldemar, hasta la próxima, chao.
Gracias, pasajero.
And unfortunately the center controller in Santiago is offline again. No, not really, but I think if I think about it, if I have to choose one favorite variant, then I would choose the 747-400. So the decision falls between the 747-200 and the 747-400, and I think the 747-400 is better, or I like better. Yeah, and there's also sort of flying in Europe today, because there is Oslo Overlord today, as well as I think it's Zurich and Berlin. But, well, then I decided I want to fly in South America, and so here I am. And the crew is now starting to serve snacks and drinks. Yes, I think so as well. I don't know why, but the 747 is just, for me, just the best. Not yet really. I still remember that I want to fly into LaGuardia again, and I think a good opportunity for that would be on Saturday. There will be an event on VATSIM New York. Although I think the event is starting late at night, so I'm not quite sure if I will be able to wither them. Or no, actually it's starting in the morning, so in the American morning, so it will be, they will be online for the whole day. So maybe we will do the flight on Saturday. I'm just not sure because I'm not sure how long or when I will be at home. Yeah, and that's also a problem. Like, we have a the 747-800 from Salty Simulations in the flight simulator here, FS 2020, but we don't have a 747-400, and that's a real pity, because I personally, I mean, there are FedEx liveries and UPS and everything, every livery for the 747-800, but I just don't like to fly aircrafts. Like, basically, KLM doesn't use the 787-10, I think. They just have the 787-8 or 9, or both, but not the X, not 10. And so I am right now flying the 787-10, and normally I don't like even that.
Fly direct Akpos.
Okay, if they use the 10, then at least that's something. And if I have a look on the flight plan, I can see that my top of descent is 22 miles behind Ancon, so basically at waypoint Mupaf. Yeah, because from my top of descent to Mupaf it's just 1 mile left. So we need to descend short of Mupaf, and what I can do is I can display the charts again, and no. Airolo 1 Delta. So this is the arrival we fly. We come here into Airolo, which we have to cross at flight level 100 or above. We continue to Kardak, flight level 100 or above. Mapok and even Wofpo, flight level 100 or above. And from Wofpo, the arrival route would, the 6 Alpha arrival route would continue. You can see that here. But we are flying the Arnaf approach from Wofpo transition. So after Wofpo, we fly a heading of 324 and continue on the Arnaf arrival into runway 17 right. So we have no altitude restriction except the flight level 100 or above. And from here on we can see when we fly the turn, we need to be at Aruki with 180 knots, and down here we can see 5,000 feet. So basically from Wofpo we will descend to, let's say, 8,000, because here are the next mountains on the left side, which are at 8,000. And after that we will continue to descend to 5,000 feet. And then we will be at Aruki, speed of 18 knots. And from Aruki we will then continue to descend with a descent path of 3 degrees, glide path. I have to check how this is working in this aircraft, because I have a track mode, but it's not clickable. I cannot click that mode, so I have to do that manually according to the ground speeds here. And yeah, we will see how this is working. So what I can do here now in the aircraft is I go to the nav radio page. We don't need a SAEZ anymore, but we can now tune in Pura Yule 117.2, and we can also type in a radial of 324. As we need that for navigation if we have an FMC problem here. Okay, so can then go back and concentrate on the flight. Let's see how far we have to go for Mufpa. Oh, there is the top of descent, by the way. Mupaf. So we have it. Yeah, exactly. Well, basically you can get every livery for every aircraft. There's always someone painting that livery for any aircraft. There's also a EasyJet or Ryanair livery for the Leonardo MD-82. So basically you can get every livery for every aircraft. Yeah. In direct company with the good old EasyJet MD-80. It's so quiet. I think that's even a little bit too quiet here. So we still have 1.5 hours to go. To be honest, I thought the trip would be a little shorter. I thought it's around 1 hour 10 or so. But then I found out it's actually 2 hours, and even a little bit more than 2 hours. And I try to not forget to set up the recording tool. So somewhere must be in Iberia, but I don't know where. And I could do a quick fuel check here. We are just past Irazu and we have 16.4 tons of fuel on board. And according to our flight plan, after Irazu we should have 14.9. So we have 2.5 more than we should have. Yes, I know the Tupolev 154. I had it installed in the FS 2004 back then, but I was never able to fly it because all the knobs, tooltips and everything was in Russian. So yeah. Yeah, and there's not much to see out here. The landscape in South America is quite boring, as you can see, unless you are approaching the mountains where we're gonna go. Yeah. Well, I like the Concorde better, but the Tu-154 is definitely a very nice aircraft. Although for the third engine, we also have the MD-11 or the DC-1030, whatever.
continue descend on discretion and Unicorn 122 decimal 8.
Oh, and I just saw that Lufthansa is bidding for 20% of ITA Airways. So that would be the next airline where they are in.
Thank you for flying, sir.
Sudamérica control Argentina 1465.
Argentina 1465, Sudamérica Control. Muy buenas tardes, agradezco. Reciclo de tampón de...
Oh, hi, Trophy.
632.
Transponder 26.
No problem, you didn't miss much here. Flight is quite boring. We just have flat land around us. The ends are coming in very soon, but it still takes a while. We have almost 1 hour left until we reach our top of descent. Lufthansa, yes, I think they are getting their 787 soon. So as far as I know, the 787 is already painted. So if we are lucky, then they might get it for the summer flight plan already. Yep, I heard that as well, but well, we will see. We will see. I mean, it would be great, especially because I missed the last flight of the last A380. So if they come back, then I have another chance to get a shot of the last A380 departure. Or landing, whatever it is. Well, you can always go to Frankfurt. I mean, it's very good connected via train. So from Central Station, there's very often going a train to airport. And then you can either walk or drive around the airport to the spotter points, or you can also go to the passenger, to the come on, how's it called? Visitor entrance to check the visitor terrace to check the outside of the airport. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
South America, South Retro, good evening, American 112, climate 2 flight 350, directing control, Asada.
I did not understand anything. Not even the call sign.
American 112, please stand by.
American 112. Oh, there it is. From Balmafeda to Malvinas. Russian pilot flying an American Airlines flight from somewhere in South America to somewhere in South America. So that is something I would not do. flying an American Airlines flight from South America to South America in an A321. Because this has never been flown by American A321.
Please squawk 2676. Squawk 2676, American 120. Avisar al retorno, por favor. Avisamos cuando valemos el 1465. American 112, identify climb level 350. Y fly direct Golf Romeo Alpha Viewer. Climb to Punch 350 and directed to direct Golf American 120.
Well, I could be It's really sad that we don't have any approach controller or center.
Buenos tardes, Alfa Romeo Bravo 21, climbing to flight level 390.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Where is he? So, top of descent will be reached at 1920 Zulu.
Please repeat squawk, Alfa Romeo Bravo 21.
So, that's the time where we need to start our descent, 1920 Zulu. That's in 1 hour and 53 minutes. So we can do another fuel check. GPI is the next waypoint. And at GPI I should have 13.7 tons of fuel and we have 15.3. So still 1.5 more than we should have. So that's fine. Okay, see you.
Alfa Romeo Bravo 21, identify climb level 330. Oh, correction, 370. And fly direct Golf Romeo Alpha Viewer.
everything looks fine here. APU is off. Oh, by the way, did I really... No, I did not turn off the APU here. I can leave the APU generators on. But why didn't I turn off the APU here? Fuel looks good, doors are closed. So this is Fahrenheit, I guess, master temp 75.
America 120, request climate to passage level 370.
Is there a way to check the cabin temperature?
Please say again, American 112.
No, there is not. There's no way to check the cabin temperature. Except on the, except here. Oxygen, liquid, whoops, liquid cooling. Yeah, this must be Fahrenheit. But also, I don't know where to turn the temperature down. Flight deck temperature, cabin temperature. Okay, it's not usable anyway, so I don't have to check that anymore. Go back to this page here. So at least the top of descent is now incoming here. We have 360 nautical miles. Time is still the same, 1920 Zulu. And I'm really looking forward to the approach. It must be a really great approach over the Andes, whatever. Yeah, welcome back, David. So I can check the legs page here. Oh, there is a discontinuity. Delete that. VOFPO will be 10,000 or above. Why are there so many discontinuities? Aruki 5,000 or above, so actually I want to be at 5,000. Yeah, okay, perfect. Oh, very nice trip, Charvy. Next time I might join you. Or the other way around, you can join me as well, of course. Just need to see when I go to fly Aveo again, because most of the time you don't have any ATC at all. So for flying I mostly use VATSIM. But I can see you at least have a tower there. London Centre is online, Edinburgh Ground's online as well. So have fun flying.
Para el deseo. Azul 4621, descenso autorizado a nivel de vuelo 240. Autorizado 240 para Azul 46.
Well, sometimes you don't have to talk anything. I would say we can just enjoy the landscape, but to be honest, it's a little bit boring there. A lot of fields down there and grasslands. There is this a little village here. A lot of fields and nature. I can't see any villages down there. Or are the villages so small that you can't? What about this one here? Well, it looks weird anyway, doesn't it? Well, the landing will be quite interesting again. Because this aircraft is so light. And when we land, we of course have not much fuel on board, so that makes it even lighter. Yes, I have flown with Ryanair. You mean in real life, right? Well, I have flown from Frankfurt Hahn to London Stansted and from London Stansted to Madrid. Both with Ryanair, and it was like 10 years ago or so. And everything was fine. I mean, I got what I paid for. I paid like, I think it was about 20 euro per flight. And yeah, everything was fine. We were absolutely on time, no delay at all. We had a smooth landing. Well, there was of course not a lot of service on board, but I didn't expect it, so it was no problem for me. And both flights were only 1 hour or 2 hours or so, not a lot, not a long time, so it's no problem for me.
Gold 5504, leaving my airspace, radar service terminated, continue Unicorn 122 decimal 8. Azul 4621, continúe descenso de discreción y único 228, buen aterrizaje. Continuar descenso, gracias por todo, hasta la próxima, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, gracias por volar.
Nova Center, down 631 has reached top descent. Would like to start our descent here.
TAM 631, descend on discretion and Unicorn 122
Well, I didn't have any luggage with me besides my backpack, and I know that you have to pay extra for baggage, and I didn't have, so no problem. And for 20 euros, traveled from, like for 40 euros, I traveled from Frankfurt via London to Madrid. I can't complain about that, right? And if you're really hungry within these, what are this, maybe 5 to 6 hours, well then you go to the airport at London and buy something. Or you take food with you in your backpack or whatever. No, there wasn't. At least not at the time I needed it. Oh no, not really, because I like flying, so for me it was no problem. I really enjoyed the trip to London. I've never been to London Stansted before. And actually I can't even remember anymore how it was like. We had to wait about 2 hours at the airport of London Stansted. And I absolutely cannot remember anything about the airport there. And then we went to Madrid, and yeah, so basically everything was fine. I really can't complain at all. I mean, most of people, they would like to have Ryanair ticket prices, but they want to have, like, I don't know, Lufthansa service or Singapore Airlines or Emirates service with prices equivalent to the Ryanair prices, and I mean, that's not working. And if you know that, what I do, then it's no problem for me. I just know that if I book Ryanair, then I have to pay extra if I use luggage. I have to pay, I don't know, extra if I have to go to the toilet, whatever, I don't know. And I know that beforehand, so I'm happy about my 19 euros ticket, or 10 euros, or whatever you pay for. And you get to your destination with no delay most of the time, because Ryanair is very, very punctual. And yeah, that's it. Oh, that's cool. An NATO A330. Never seen that before. Although I have to admit, I was not at the airport for like 4 years already, I think. So very long time ago I've been to Frankfurt the last time. Oh really? There was visible on flight radar, okay. Maybe it's because the NATO aircraft performed a training flight and not a, you know, special operation, military, whatever flight. So if they just use it for training purposes, then they might file a normal flight plan, a civil flight plan. I mean, at least I could imagine that's how it is. Well, I think the bad reputation comes because, well, first of all, of course, you have to pay extra for a lot of stuff. And the information that you have to pay extra and how much and for what is sometimes very hidden on the website. So it looks like they want to, you know, they want to have customers booking their tickets but not knowing what they have to pay later on. So that's the first part. The second part is, I think, because of the working environment for pilots and flight attendants, because I think they have very bad work times. Like, for example, their working time officially starts when they arrive at the aircraft, and normally it should arrive at least when they are at the airport, but I think most of the airlines also start their cruise time once they leave their home. So when you travel from home to the airport, it's already working time for some airlines, while for Ryanair it's just working time when you are in the cockpit or in the cabin. So even if you prepare the flight in the operations center before you are at the aircraft, it's not working time, according to Ryanair. And I think that's the second part why they have a bad reputation. And then, of course, what we discussed already about the bad landings. Like, most of the people don't know why Ryanair is landing hard. And the thing is that if you don't know why, then you just see, well, all the airlines are trying to land as soft as possible, while Ryanair is doing hard landings, so apparently pilots can't fly. But that's of course not correct. So I think these are the 3 points why Ryanair has a bad reputation, while in reality they are very punctual, despite the fact that they have bad working times. The cabin crew is very friendly, at least on the flights I have been on the two. So yeah, I think that that the bad reputation is definitely not deserved. The problem is, you know, they have to find a job. So before having no job, they accept this. Also, some like pilots, I mean, I think for pilots it's even worse than for flight attendants. But if you are a pilot and you love your job, then you say, well, I love flying and I need to fly to be able to keep my license. Then you have to accept such rules, because otherwise you have no job, you cannot extend your license, and yeah. And I think that's a reason as well. And also maybe they don't know how it is. I mean, you just know how bad or good a company is if you're working there. If you're not working there, then you hear all the news and you hear pilots or flight attendants or passengers complaining. But then you can say, well, in every company, every person is complaining about something, and so they give it a try. And I think there are a lot of pilots who fly for Ryanair already a long time. I'm not sure, but I think so, and so I think that some also like it there. So let me check out WebEye. WebEye. There you go. Lufthansa 281.
Su descenso había sido autorizado en el vuelo 2 pasos. Sí, estamos siguiendo para ya tener anticipado el descenso todavía. Ya estamos justo recibiendo.
So I think you will soon be not be visible on the WebEye anymore. And we're getting closer to our top of descent, of course. Only 25 minutes to go. Yeah, you can see 1920 Zulu, still the time where we start our top of descent. 161 nautical miles to go. And there we're getting the first mountains inside. There you can see the first mountain, and back there are a lot more. Now it's getting interesting here.
Continue climb on discretion and stand by for identification.
Maybe he's studying, maybe he has some other appointments. It is like it is, sometimes you just have no time. Wow, currently there are 73 outbounds and 60 inbounds to Berlin on Batson. That's crazy. There is the top of descent incoming! And by the way, I don't think weather radar is working here. Although it's weird, but on the other hand we have no clouds. We definitely have no clouds. I didn't see one cloud since we departed to Buenos Aires. No clouds. No, I don't go there.
Charlie Sierra, Foxtrot Alpha Oscar, radar contact, flight level, climbing, passing flight level 263 or flight level 360.
Flight level 360, Charlie Alpha Oscar.
There must be a way to get this onto both screens. That's what I wanted to have. Let's make a quick fuel check. We're crossing Asobo. We should have 11.1 tons of fuel on board and we have 12.7. So still 1.5, 1.6 more than we should have. Perfect. And actually I've never been to the ILA in Berlin. Oh, is it? I can't imagine it is. I don't think so. Because most of the time I don't want to take vacation for the trip to Berlin. And also I never know if it's really worth it. Well, 30 views. That's nothing. Well, I mean, nothing is wrong, but far away from going viral. Let me check the meter again. There we go. Wind 280 at 3, visibility greater than 10 kilometers, scattered at 13,000, 19 degrees, and QNH 1018. That's fine. Now next waypoint is Malark, and after Malark we're going to Ancon, and then the top of descent is coming in. So only 19 minutes left before we then finally start our descent. So I checked the VNAV again here, next page, descent. So I don't really know why this is not clickable here. Nothing is clickable. That's a little bit weird. So good luck, Trophy. Oh, well, meter reading is quite easy. It's not as hard as it looks like in the beginning, and if you know how to read it, it's really easy. So, for example, here in this case, we have the first 4 letters are the airport, Santiago de Chile. Then you have the date, which is the 24th. The time is 1800 Zulu. Then we have the wind, 280 degrees with 3 knots, varying between 200 and 320 degrees. Then the 49er means we have a visibility which is greater than 10 kilometers. Then we have a scattered cloud ceiling of 13,000, so 13,000 feet, or flight level 130. Scattered means 5 or 6/8 of clouds. Then we have broken at flight level 210. Broken means 3 to 5/8, I think, if I remember correctly. And then you have 19 degrees temperature, dew point is 7. QNH is the air pressure, and no sig means no significant change. So that means that basically this meter stays the same, and there will only be a light change for the next one. So, and for me now it's time to check the approach charts. So we have a minimum, a decision height of 269. So I have to turn that in. 26. Oops. Come on. No, I don't want to zoom in. 269. So 270 at the radio. That is set. And I have to take care that at 180 knots I need to descend with about 956 feet per minute. So if I reduce the speed to 170 knots, then I can descend with 900 feet per minute. Well, you can always rewind the video and then listen to it again. And we're going over to Unicom soon as well. Yes, there is. I even have it. There is a wonderful DC-6 Twin Otter from my Aerosoft. But actually I've never flown it. No, that's wrong. I did fly it in Scotland. The shortest commercial flight from Inverness to no, from Kirkwall to I can't even remember how it is called. Well, it just if you're interested in, just Google the shortest commercial flight. It's from Kirkwall in northern Scotland. Oh, Papa Westray. It's Westray and Papa Westray. No, not in the real life, just in the sim. Oh, is it? Is it not the Qantas route now? From, what is it, London to Sydney or whatever it is? I thought that's the longest route. Or Sydney to San Francisco or something like that. Sydney to New York, I can't remember. I really thought it's something from Qantas. Or maybe it will be the longest flight from Qantas. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Okay, it's in a few years, okay. But you can Google for the shortest commercial flight. That's Kirkwall to Westray and Papa Westray. That flight takes 30 seconds or something. And we're now passing Malark. Now we are going to Ancon. Malagui, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, I know. But I did want to try it out, and it was funny. It was really funny. So we are now over the Jans. There you can see, just approaching. So I have to turn on the seatbelt signs very soon. And you can see it's already starting with the turbulences, so I turn on the seatbelt signs. So let's check. Destination. We will be there at 1943. That's be in exactly 30 minutes. So we will be 5 minutes ahead of time if everything goes well. And I'm really curious about the landing here. That's really gonna be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to inform you that we have turned on the seatbelt signs due to some turbulences we expect. And we will also start our descent in about 5 minutes. So the seatbelt signs will be kept on until the arrival. As promised, I now come back to you with the latest weather information for Santiago de Chile. We have a fairly light wind coming from the west. We have visibility of more than 10 kilometers, so very clear skies. But we have some thick clouds at a higher altitude. Nevertheless, it's still 19 degrees outside, and so the weather's very fine, and we don't expect any delay in the approach. So please now help the cabin to prepare the cabin for arrival with bringing your seats in the upright position and handing the cabin crews all the litter you have. And on behalf of KLM, I would like to welcome to thank you for flying with us today, and hope to see you soon again. Bye bye.
Descent, flight level 240, and please maintain high speed. Center 240, American 112.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And high speed, please.
We expect. And we will also start our descent in about 5 minutes.
KLM 701, radar service terminated, continue Unicorn 122, decimal 8.
122.8. Thank you very much for the ATC, and have a great evening. Bye bye, KLM 701. And over to Unicom. The longest flight I've ever had was from Frankfurt to New York. I didn't fly very often in my life, so no, actually the longest flight was from Frankfurt to Beijing, which was about 10 or 11 flights. Holy, how could I forget that? So Frankfurt to Beijing was the longest flight. Or maybe it was the return flight from Shanghai to Frankfurt. I don't know exactly about the route, so the flight time was almost the same. Could be 1 hour difference, but I cannot remember. The biggest plane was the A380 with Singapore Airlines from Frankfurt to New York. Yeah, see, my longest was Frankfurt Singapore with the no, not longest, my biggest was from Frankfurt Singapore with the Frankfurt New York with the Singapore Airlines A380. Well, I should stop to do more than one thing at the same time. Because I was preparing here for the approach. Holy crap, there is so many traffic at the Nice. And I think there is also an exam tonight. But holy crap, there's a lot of traffic. And Zurich, oh my gosh. That is crazy. What's going on in Berlin? also very crowdy. Crazy stuff. Well, I should have flown there. In Bergen are like how many aircrafts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircrafts lined up for departure. Crazy what's going on there in Europe today. Should have flown there. Well, I should go to Dublin again, but I think I will be there very often once the 737-800 comes out. Well, that's also like, I mean, 5 hours, that's also a long flight. I don't think actually there is a big difference between 5 and 10 hours of flight, because basically it doesn't matter. By the way, can I? Ah, okay. Because when you are that long in the flight, you're either watching TV or listen to music or you're sleeping. So it doesn't matter if it's 5, 6, 7 hours or 10, 12 hours. I think it doesn't matter. When it becomes like 15 hours, then I think that's gonna be hard. But if it's 6, 8 or 10 hours... So is Ryanair flying to Lübeck? Yeah, trophy. Okay. Of course, that's no problem. Have a good flight then to Edinburgh. Edinburgh. Okay, so, well, I have to have a look if there is scenery in Lübeck, if there is the airport scenery for it, because I don't really like to fly to standard airports. I also had the standard airport in Buenos Aires, and to be honest, I didn't really like it. I mean, it was okay because it's, well, it's still better than the standard FS 2004 scenery I was used to, but still, it's better to have add-on scenery. Well, I don't know, but I will have a look if there is scenery and if there is 737's landing, maybe. Look at that. I love the mountains. Although, since I flew in the Himalaya, these are all just little hills, basically. But I love this fog down here. That looks so great. Oh, 320s. Okay, then the 737 should be able to land there as well. Then that should be no problem. Actually, I think we can switch to the versus mode. I don't think I have to descend that fast here. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. You don't have to taxi that long. But a challenge... for the landing, yes, definitely. But for takeoff, not. Because for the takeoff, you just put in toga and that's it. Then you just go for it. But for the landing, yes, definitely. Sorry. Had to get rid of the stuff here. Hi Jeremy, welcome to the stream. I missed you already. Saw you were flying. Back there is the Pacific Ocean. And you can see the wing flags here. I think the approach from the north could be more interesting. Oh, is it well, no. Is it the first or the second? Is there even a second one? Wait a second. Oh, okay. Second league. Okay, sorry. Yeah, because I was about to say the first league relegation was yesterday. Isn't that great? Yeah, that's right, there is a new altitude version. That is correct. Yep, get well soon, Jeremy. Is it Corona again? Or is it something else? I don't think so. There's something different. I don't know what's different. I didn't check it. I just know that there is a different version. So I checked the approach charts. Transition level by ATC. I hate that information. Why can't they not? I have no ATC. Transition altitude. So it should be something flight level 110 or something. And now it's gonna get interesting here. Now it's getting interesting. Concerning the approach here. Have a look on the fog down here. Over the lake here and in the mountain area and stuff. That's so great. That's so amazing. And the sun reflection here on the aircraft. That's so great. Why KLM? Because I was looking for a flight into Santiago de Chile, which was not that long. And yeah, I found that KLM is flying this route with the 787. Then you can at least watch my stream trophy. I love that approach. It's really great. have a look here. Wow, that's amazing. I would like to take a screenshot of, but the registry is really annoying here, so let's make it like this. What about... hello? Okay, that's not working. Sad. I thought I could do a WinView screenshot here, but apparently I cannot. Yep, I know the Yak-40. It's a great aircraft. Russian quality, which is actually quite good. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing. No, you're talking about the Antonov. The Antonov 225, I think it was. They want to rebuild this one for 800 million, I think. If I read that correctly. So we keep now the 10,000 feet. Oh, actually we keep 10,000 feet. That's QNH set to 1018. And do the same here again as well. 1018. And go down to flight level 100. And we can go to heading hold. Or actually, you know what, we can also fly the LF. But there are a lot of Yak-40 flying around, I think. Yak 40 is not really special. We keep the aircraft on 10,000 feet, Jeremy. So the reason why I choose LNAV again instead of heading hold is because then we turn right here now to MOVPO and we have more time to reduce the speed before we start our descent. Wow, this is great. This is great. There's the sun in the window here. Down there is the airport. Well, I would suggest you, Jeremy, to go to Vatem because there are like 42 outbounds and 36 inbounds to Munich. There are 32 outbounds and 35 inbounds to Nice. 35 outbounds and 24 inbounds to Amsterdam. And 31 outbounds and 27 inbounds to London Heathrow. 25 outbounds and 31 inbounds to Bergen. And everywhere you have ATC. Just mention it. And time now to reduce the speed to 40. Altitude down to 8,000. I love the KLM blue as well, but I think that this blue is too light, too bright, too light. It should be more dark, I think. That looks more like teal instead of blue. Then you have to check something else, Jeremy. That can't be. Well, I'm not sure if it's reasonable to build the AN225 again. I mean, it's a great aircraft, but also you need it. There are some flights where you just need it. Oh, and by the way, I need to broadcast my intentions here on Unicom. Santiago traffic, KLM 701 just passing Echo Lima 243 on the RNAV Tango, runway 17 right. Santiago traffic. And we now continue the descent to 5,000 and we change to terrain radar. So we really have to take care now where we fly because we have a lot of mountains here in the area now. And we need to reduce the speed further to 10 knots. flaps 1. Reduce the speed now even further to 180 knots. And continue the descent. That's a really nice approach here between the mountains. Really great. Speed brakes down. Flaps 5. Flaps 10. And speed brakes in. Auto brakes set to 2. Yeah. Same for me, Jeremy. Same for me. And I don't know why. Flaps 15. Flaps 17. We should be by 5,000 by now. So we are too high. Santiago traffic, KLM 701 passing a rookie for the on-off Tango runway 17 right, Santiago traffic. Am I broadcasting here? Yes, I am. Okay, great. Flaps 18 and speed 160. Or I can already reduce it to 150 now. Flaps 25. There is the airport. Autopilot disengage, manual flight. We need to descend, gear down, flaps full. What was our approach speed? Flaps 40, 140 knots. So make it 145, flaps full. Auto brakes are armed, speed brakes arm, and there we go. Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing. No misclick. And of course I forgot to start the recorder tool. Guys, why can't you remind me on that? So it started. Very good. Minus 159. Okay, okay, okay. I take that challenge. And by the way, the landing is way better than the departure was. Although I have no idea.
1,
Okay.
7, right.
Santiago traffic, KLM 701, short final, runway 17 right. Now floating is too long, the floating is too long here. Whoa. V speeds, no V speeds here. 40 knots. Auto brake, disarm.
Their destination. The local time is 3:50 p.m. and it's currently about 90 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a
Double the 181.
Default sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins. Items may have shifted during the flight. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
Now we know just taxi here on uniform. Can turn off the taxi lights. The landing lights, I mean, turn off the strobe lights. Start the APU. Can retract the speed brakes here. Flaps up. Santiago traffic, KLM 701, runway 17 right is vacated, Santiago traffic. Yeah, well, I have to have a look on the landing again. And what I also will do is I will do the landing again. Luckily, because of the recording, I can do that. And we landed 40 seconds behind schedule. You can see that here. I'll blend it in. Expected arrival down here on the bottom. You can see that here, minus 40 seconds. And have a look back there on the fog in the mountains. I love that. Whoop, what is this guy doing? And we'll just choose one of the gates here on the right side. I love this fog back there. By the way, this aircraft is this airport is freeway here, and I think it's quite good. I don't really know where I have to turn in. Taxi lights off. Very nice, David. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we are at the gate. Parking brake set. Let's check. APU is running. Okay. So we can turn off the engines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. Please be seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop. The entire crew, thank you for flying with KLM tonight, and eventually we see you soon again. Have a nice day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain speaking. Please be seated until the comes to a complete stop. The entire crew, thank you for flying with KLM tonight, and eventually we see you soon again. Have a nice day. Well, Jeremy, I told you not to take something for this weekend. So I can stop the recording here. There we go. Recording stopped. And the other aircraft I think is landing on runway 17 left. There it is. There it is. Why are the landing lights on? No, turn-off lights are on. Okay. There it is. Just because I read out what you wrote. I saw it too late, so that was the problem, basically. But the same question to you, Jeremy. Why did you take an appointment this weekend, like for the weekend from the West Coast Best Coast event, when I tell you don't take anything during that weekend? So flight is deboarding. I check in with the crew if they can expedite the deboarding.
Boarding process a little bit to get back on schedule.
We'll see what we can do. No promises.
And deboarding started. Takes about 10 minutes. Two years ago. Who takes an appointment 2 years in advance? No way. So actually, Jeremy, if you are not there, then that means that you made Canada lose, right? Because I need you for ATC. 6 minutes left, so I'm really looking forward for the replay of the approach, and I will also do the approach again once I saw the landing. Unfortunately, there is no way to do a wing view approach. That's really sad. Not a real wing view landing, at least. I can just do this one here, or this one. But this one is... I don't know why they decided to do this wing view, so I will choose this one. Flight directors are off. So 40 seconds behind schedule is very good. And we departed with 3 minutes behind schedule, so that's quite good here. I'm sorry that you have to wait for another 4 minutes until the deboarding is finished. But why can I not delete the LNAV? Woot. I can't even remember if the readout was done, the barometric of 270. Did the GPWS set something like minimums? Can't remember. Wow, nice. Yeah, and Henry just left the division, so that's crazy. Really? There is a whole airport and this guy spawns in me. And why is there no livery on the on this aircraft? And on this not, and not on this. Hi Alex, I'm very fine. How about you? Yeah, it's true. It's more active now, but that's of course just thanks of you. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Oh, you're sick as well, Alex. Jeremy is sick also. So, flight is completed, so end the flight. Yeah, landing rate was minus 321 feet per minute. Okay, close packs. And now I restart my engines. Yeah, that's right. All are sick today. So I disconnect from VATSIM now. And once the engines are running, I will go back to the approach. I will now set the flaps to 40 or 30 it is in this aircraft. Speed brake arm. We cannot even see the flaps extending here. Yeah, the stream is ending soon, but I will still have a look on the approach and then I will do the landing once more. Just out of fun. So let's see how this will be then. So get rid of the GPU and the bridge or the jetway. Oh, GPU, no. Sorry, get rid of it. "40 seconds delay." Wow, that's a lot. You could check to click on the live, on the word live again, so that you get back to live. And I now start the replay. There we go. So actually this wing view is very boring. Yeah, the delay should be just a few seconds, maybe 1 or 2 seconds or so. I chose very low latency or something, or minimum latency or something like that. Well, what do you expect, David? East Germany. Well, this wing view looks really, really boring. I will try the other wing view. Maybe that's a little bit better, but honestly, I don't think so. Yeah, and even max 10 seconds should be too much already. $793. Okay, let's get back and try the other wing view here. Let's try this one and go back to the cockpit to reset the speed brake here. There we go. Flaps are set. Well, be happy you have a Wi-Fi. That's so funny. It's a replay. It's a replay, and the landing rate every time is different. That's so weird. Okay, one more time from the outside now. There we go. One last time from the outside, and then I go all the way back and do it manually again, with recording, of course.
50, 40, 30, 20.
You can see here's the float, and I shouldn't have raised the nose. Well, actually it was quite smooth, it wasn't that hard. Okay, so all the way back, and let's do it manually again.
17.
Let's check if, okay, this is back.
1. Right.
Turn on the auto throttle, auto speed, get back here, and stop the replay. And now we do a manual landing again. Just not sure about... Okay, so speed is manual, I think. So the auto throttle is not working, as it seems. Let's see. Okay, click it once more. There we go. Yeah. Road to 50. I don't get the speed down. Oh, by the way, speed down. Let's see. And I didn't record it. So let's start a recording, a new recording. Well, at least perfectly on the center line here. Well, but to be honest, that's what I meant. If I check here, landing gear is coming out. I don't think the touchdown was that hard. It was not that hard. Shall I try it again? One last time?
Approaching. 1.
Without the display.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think it is that hard. I really don't think it's that hard. Okay, anyway. Passengers clapping. Well, I also think the -200 are not correct. Also, the first one with the 321 was not correct. It looked a lot smoother when I had a look from the outside, so that can't be that it was 321. I think it was around 150 or so. I have to check if there is another landing rate program which I can use, because I don't think this is quite accurate here. Okay, anyway guys, thank you for being here, and this was the stream for today. I'm not sure if I will be there tomorrow, and I also will not be sure when I will be there the next time, but be sure I will plan it beforehand, so you should be well aware of it. At least in the Discord I will publish it, so even if I don't plan a stream, I will publish it on Discord, so you should be informed once I have another stream. Yeah, I think it was fun as well, and would be nice, Jeremy, if you would be back at the next stream as well, and don't take another 5 weeks until you are back in the next stream. Jeremy, stop spamming emotes there. So, okay, thank you very much, guys, and I see you next time. I think the next stream will be with the Phoenix A320 or the PMDG again, but I will decide it shortly when I start the stream. So, thank you very much, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Nom 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 nom. What the fuck is that? Okay, bye bye.